Everybody come on in. Everybody come on in. You guys saw the thumbnail. Right now we have breaking news. Drake loses to Kendrick yet again. Let's discuss it. Let's talk all about it. Um, I'm going to be reading to you straight from the horse's mouth, right from the judge's orders, okay? This is like gavel to gavel coverage, a little bit. Not really, not at all. But you guys are in the right place if you want to discuss and give your reactions about this latest loss by Drake. Like, this is crazy. Is this the end of Drake? Is this the final nail in the coffin for the Canadian rapper? I think so. He was doing the most by bringing this up anyway, and you already know he's going to appeal. He's definitely going to appeal this. I'm sure it won't do him any good, but he is going to drag this on and on and on. It's like, boy, take your loss and move on. You lost. You lost. This doesn't bode well for the Young Money clique. This is bad. Nicki's losing. Drake is losing. Guys, money getters, what's good? Let me know. Um, Come on in. If you are on the replay, thank you for watching. I appreciate you for checking in with me. Child, where am I at? Okay, there we go. So I have the judge's opinion in order. How's everybody doing today? Go ahead and hit that like button for me. Hey, M3, that's Mama 3 to you, M3 to me. What's good? M3, you have been doing your thing with the lives. I've been trying to keep up, supporting you as well as other creators who support me and trying to keep up with my content. It is not easy. It is not easy. I've been working on content today. Hopefully I can get it all edited and out to you guys sometime this week. We'll see. But thank you for tuning in as well. We're going to talk about this Drake and Kendrick battle yet again. We've been talking about this since spring of 2024. Hopefully this is it. But something is telling me that Drake will not admit defeat. He will not admit defeat. He's going to keep this going on. And it's really sad. It's really sad because if Drake had just taken his loss by Kendrick, I know it would have been hard for anyone to do because that was belt to ass on of epic proportions, right? But if I was Drake, I would have got back in the lab and taken my time and came up with something, right? I would have addressed I definitely wouldn't have not addressed it, but if I couldn't have come out with a hit, then I would have taken my time and let it die down and then come back with another hit because Drake was at the top of the food chain. So he had enough. He has a big enough fan base and a large enough body of work to where he was going to still be listened to anyway. However, a rap battle can make or break you. I don't care how high you are at the top of your game, right? We've seen it happen with Ja Rule. Uh, I mean, it can happen. We even saw it happen with 50 Cent because 50 Cent went up against Kanye West and they had a bet that 50 Cent would sell more records. And when he didn't sell more records than Kanye West, it kind of like, his rap career was kind of over, right? And so, but later on, 50 Cent did pivot and he was able to make a name for himself in the world of acting and producing, right? But, and 50 Cent is still 50 Cent. Let's not kid ourselves. However, that kind of took him out of the game when he lost to Kanye West. All right. So when I see more people joining in, then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to read the judge's orders today. Now let's do our best to make sure the likes match the views. Right now I have 7 people in the chat and only 2 views. I'm not even talking about super chats or nothing like that at this point. It's all good if you do. It's all good if you don't hit me up with a super chat. But the least you can do is hit the like button. That is free after all. Thank you for joining again in Nimsy. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, crime scene. Thank you for liking. I appreciate that. That's what's good. So we have 16 people in the chat. What's good, everybody? What do you guys think about this whole Drake and Kendrick debacle? Today, the judge found that UMG was not liable for defamation of character and malicious harassment of Drake. This is it. Now, knowing the little, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. I'm going to try to be good this during this live. But knowing Drake, he's not going to take even this loss like a man and just move on with his life. That's what I would do. I mean, this is costing him money at this point, not just his reputation. Like, give it up. Give it up. It's over. It is over. So, you guys ready to hear from the judge? All right, let's go to TMZ first. First, let's do that and see what TMZ had to say about it. Okay, and then we'll read what the judge's final orders are on the subject matter. TMZ says Drake just took a big legal loss against his own record label, UMG, because his federal defamation suit against Universal Music Group has been thrown out of court. According to new legal docs obtained by TMZ, the judge ruled the allegedly defamatory statements in Not Like Us are non-actionable opinion. In other words, Drake can't sue for defamation over the song lyrics. He could have saved millions of dollars in attorney's fees because we all said that. As you know, Drake was suing UMG for releasing and promoting Kendrkck Lamar's Vicious Diss track. Drake claimed UMG knew full well Kendrick's lyrics and images in the music video, referring to Drake as a supposed PDF, were false and dangerous. In dismissing the lawsuit, the judge says even accusations of criminal behavior are not actionable if understood in context. They are opinion rather than fact. Translation: the allegations are a part of a diss track and not a news report means the average person would not interpret it as fact, and therefore Drake can't sue. The judge also says the average listener is not under the impression a diss track is the product of a thoughtful or disinterested investigation. The court also noted that Kendrick's PDF line was a direct callback to Drake's lyrics in his previous diss track, Tailor Made Freestyle. So the judge is basically saying, like, you dissed Kendrick too, and he's just talking mess back to you. So what do you mean? What is the meaning of this lawsuit? And that's kind of what everybody was like, wait a minute, you dissed him too, you allege things in your songs as well. A spokesperson for UMG tells TMZ from the outset this suit was an affront to all artists and their creative expression and never should have seen the light of day. We're pleased with the court's dismissal and look forward to continuing our work, successfully promoting Drake's music and investing in his career. So they're like, okay, we don't, no hard feelings, you lost again, and we will continue to promote your music and invest in your music. So let's move on. We reached out to Drake, so far no word back. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think that Drake will move on from this, or do you think Drake, I think a lot of this is Drake wanted to get out of his record deal with UMG. That's what I believe. I believe that I do believe he was really pissed about the whole thing, but at the same time, I feel like he wanted out of his record deal. He felt like this is what I feel. I feel that UMG had been coddling Drake for years, and in other battles, such as the battle with Drake and Pusha T, any battles that Drake's had before with Meek Mill, UMG has made sure that he was protected. And in this example, they didn't do that. So I feel like he was like, wait a minute, I'm your golden boy, I'm your star money maker, and you let this happen to me. I think that this was about Kendrick. It was more about his relationship with UMG. And so I feel like he has sour grapes because he feels like, wait a minute, if you're allowing someone else if you're allowing Kendrick to do this to me, then anybody can do this to me from here on out. And I don't have your protection. You see, a lot of the times, depending on who an artist is and how valuable an artist is, just like with Cardi B and JT, and I'm going to say allegedly, just to protect myself. You guys know I'm not just anybody. I got to watch my back. But Cardi and JT are in a recent battle, and JT came out with some lyrics. It was okay. It was lukewarm. The public received it a little bit, but Cardi's label went after anybody who released, like there's a recording of Cardi B going after Bia. She's threatening her in a vile manner. She's cursing up a storm. She's crashing out. As soon as that came out, her label went out and filed copyright claims so that no one could really put it out on the internet. We all heard it. Most of us heard it. I have it if you guys want to hear it. But I did take it off of my main page and I put it as unlisted just because I don't want to lose my channel or get a copyright strike for BS. But that's what her label did. They jumped on it right away and made sure that they protected Cardi. As it is, Cardi is not really selling that much, and she's not, they, in comparison, in my opinion, in comparison to how much has been invested in her, and it's been 7 years, so they are still trying to get their, to make good on their investment in Cardi B, and having her out there looking crazy, threatening people will not bode well for their bottom line. What's good, Gmail Money Getter? Thanks for tuning in. How are you today? Hey, SC Thompson, thank you for tuning in. Hey, Todescu Vasil. You can move wherever you want to. I mean, the world is what it is, Todescu. But that's not really our topic today. Our topic is Drake and Kendrick. So let's stay on topic. Now I'm going to head over to exactly what the judge's orders are. Let's head over to Twitter and okay, let me see. I'm probably on the wrong spot. Okay, we're going to head over to Megan Kunaf's page on Twitter, and we're going to read the judge's opinion and order. Jeanette A. Vargas, United States District Judge. That's who the judge is. This case arises from perhaps the most infamous rap battle in the genre's history, the vitriolic war of words that erupted between superstar recording artists Aubrey, Drake, and Kendrkck Lamar Duckworth, Lamar or Kendrick Lamar, in the spring of 2024. Over the course of 16 days, the two artists released 8 so-called diss tracks with increasingly heated rhetoric, loaded accusations, and violent imagery. The penultimate song of this feud, Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar, dealt the metaphorical killing blow. The song contains lyrics explicitly accusing Drake of being a PDF. She says the actual word, obviously. Set to a catchy beat and propulsive bass line. Not Like Us went on to become a cultural sensation, achieving immense commercial success and critical acclaim. Both Drake and Kendrick Lamar have recording contracts with Defended, UMG Recordings Incorporated, UMG or Defended. Drake alleges that UMG intentionally published and promoted Not Like Us while knowing that the song's insinuations that he has relations with minors were false and defamatory. Drake has brought this action against UMG for defamation, harassment in the second degree in violation of Section 349 of the New York General Business Law. Before the court is defendant's motion to dismiss pursuant to Rule 12b-6 of the Federal Rules of Civil Procedure. Because the court concludes that the allegedly defamatory statements in Not Like Us are non-actionable opinion, the motion to dismiss is granted. So there you have it. The judge dismissed the lawsuit. So, what do you guys think? Do you think that this was fair for the judge to do, or do you feel like Drake is getting a bad deal? Do you feel like UMG should be held accountable for Kendrick's insults in the song Not Like Us? And I know by now everyone has heard Not Like Us. What's the word? He said trying to strike a chord and it's probably A minor. So that was the big line. He said it at Super Bowl. Drake tried to attack UMG again, saying that Kendrick was allowed to say it at the Super Bowl on the world stage. 50 million people saw it. I mean, the song did what needed to be done, right? Let's see who's in the chat with me. Hey, Crystal's World, thanks for tuning in. Hey, Tina Mo Show, thank you for tuning in. What do you guys think? Or do you care? Put a 1 in the chat if you feel like the judge made the right call. Put a 2 in the chat if you feel like Drake is getting a raw deal. And put a 3 in the chat if you just do not care. I mean, a lot of us are over it by now. It's like, okay, Not Like Us ran its course. And what's so funny about it is, with this lawsuit, with this dismissal today, watch Not Like Us go back into the charts, because people are going to want to listen to it all over again. Mama 3 says, when it comes to art, it's always up for speculation and opinion, but those close to them know what it was. Exactly, and that's basically what the judge said. Like, most people listening to this, and I don't think that most of us were saying like, oh, he must be telling the truth. Just like we didn't think that Drake was telling the truth when he said that his child wasn't his, that it was actually his buddy Dave Free's child. That's what Drake accused him of. And to his credit, Kendrick said, look, leave my kids out of it, leave my family out of it. He warned him. He said, if you leave my family out of this, we can just do this rap beef man to man. But if you put my family in it, then it's no holds barred. I'm coming for you, right? And that's what Drake did. Look at all the money getters in the chat. All I see is green. Thank you guys for tuning in. I know your days are busy. I know a lot of you are content creators and you're making content and preparing content for YouTube. So I thank you for taking time out of your day to join me. It's always appreciated. Thank you so much. Hey, Janine, thanks for tuning in. Okay, Crystal's World says she does not care. Fair enough. The song came out last year. It was the biggest song of 2024. We're probably all Not Like Us out, right? It was at the Super Bowl, and then listen, I put a clip up of Not Like Us on YouTube with me just reacting to him on the stage, and guess what? That's one of my biggest watched videos, and I got so many new followers from that video, so many watch hours from that video. It's not even crazy. I think that, or no, I couldn't even put it private. I don't think I could even put it private. I'm gonna try to unlist it. I don't know. I'll have to delete it because a lot of people are coming to my channel for that video. Drake, well, it's kind of like they both started it. Kendrick kind of called Drake out, and they both been going back and forth for years, since about 2012. No, I want to say about 2014. Drake and Kendrick had been throwing like little bars at each other, just here and there, not too much, not too much. However, Drake has always wanted to take, excuse me, Kendrick has always wanted to take Drake's crown. He always wanted that top spot. And not for nothing, he always had it lyrically, but he wanted to solidify that. Like, you cannot really um, fault Kendrick from that. That's the whole point of hip hop, is who is at the top of the food chain. And Drake had it for a while. Even though Drake was accused of having writers, Drake was doing his thing. And now that I think Drake will still sell records, but he has not been able to reach a number one since the whole battle. He was on the charts for a while with Nokia, I think, but it never really got any steam, right? So yeah, when it okay, and Tina Mosho said, and it was a double entendre. It should have been dismissed. Right, he should have never did it because it goes against everything that the culture of hip hop stands for. When it comes to rap battles, there is no rules. You can say whatever when it comes to that. And I know some people feel a certain way about that, like you shouldn't talk about children. Some people will say, "Oh, that's below the belt." There's a below the belt. When it comes to a rap battle, all you have is your words, right? And for me, as long as it stays on wax, as long as it's not leading to anybody getting hurt, but you can never really estimate how somebody will react to losing a rap battle, because it's obvious Drake is really hurt by this. He's humiliated. He's humiliated because, can you imagine the whole entire Super Bowl saying A minor? Like, most people at that Super Bowl, I'm just going to be honest, they did not know any songs by Kendrick Lamar, because Kendrick Lamar, although he is well known in hip hop, he wasn't well known like Drake is. He wasn't in any way or any shape on Drake's level. And to this day, he's still not. However, he got real close. I mean, if you knock the king out of his position, then what does that make you? The king, right? So, but I think they both were going at it, and I just hope it's over with now. I don't feel like it will be over with now, though. I just feel like Drake is going to keep it going. He is going to appeal, spend more millions of his dollars. He has it anyway. And Kendrick is still on tour. Kendrick has been on tour since April, on an international tour since April. This is now October. I'm not sure of how many more dates he has left, but now he's on the international portion of his tour. So yeah, I mean, wow. Um, I've had a feeling that this would be the end result, but I wasn't sure. I didn't think it would come this way, because UMG was like ready to fight him, and I think what he thought was Drake. I feel like he felt like that UMG wouldn't want to go to battle with him, but this is putting their reputation on the line, right? UMG had to fight him, because if Drake won this lawsuit, do you guys know what this means? This was a very important lawsuit. This is going to determine how rap moves on from here on out. If Drake had won this lawsuit, what would have happened is rap beefs would have come to a halt. And then what would have been the fun in rap? Historically, rap is about breakdancing, it's about lyrics, it's about how you dress. There's a lot that goes along with hip hop. And then to be able to take rap beefs out of it, this is a whole portion of rap. If Drake had won, then it would have destroyed hip hop. Hey BDBGB, what do you think of this? How do you feel about, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. You know, it's been one thing after another since October started, but I am no worse for wear. I take a licking and I keep on ticking. Uh, I'm still thriving, not surviving, but thriving. So thank you for asking. Um, how do you feel about this whole uh, defamation case and where it ended up? I know you're a big fan of hip hop. Um, BDBGP. I was just at your battle the other day um, with the two rappers. You know what? I didn't stick around for the ending to see who won. I'm sorry, but I was a part of that. I did join in, and I did vote for one of the songs. I thought the whole thing was silly. Get back to making good music again. Exactly. That's what I said earlier in this live. I said if Drake had only went back to doing what he does best, and that's putting out the hits, it would have all been forgotten about. I think that when Drake filed this lawsuit, what he did was he put more steam into Kendrick. He showed that, hey, I was hurt by this. I feel like he won. It wasn't just that the public felt like he won because let's be real. If Kendrick had put out that song and it did nothing, then Drake would have never filed that lawsuit. Drake would have went on and continued on his merry way, continued on to make hits. He wouldn't have said a thing. He may have felt a little slighted by UMG, but there would have been no lawsuit filed because why? He would still be at the top of his game if no one paid attention to Not Like Us. And he was almost there. He was almost there, but appreciate it. Glad you liked it. Enjoy the replay when you get a chance, for sure. I have a new episode on Sunday. The rap theme will be dedicated to the ladies, couples, and relationships. I definitely want to check that out. Guys, if you can, check out BDBGP. He has great lives going on over there on his channel. Um, I loved him in the Usher and was it Chris Brown battle? You did your big one. Um, but for sure, check him out and tune in on Sunday, October 19th. What time will it be? Or do you already have it up on your channel? So if you guys can, please go support him as well. He's a fellow content creator doing his thing. I did enjoy the versus battle, absolutely. Hello, Opto Mosh. I'm not even going to try to say all that. For one, I can barely see, and two, that's a lot of letters. It's scheduled on your channel. It will be 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Now, I don't know. Is that 2 hours ahead of Pacific time or 1 hour ahead? I'll figure it out. It'll tell me what time. I think when you schedule it, it tells you what time it's going to show up on. Oh, you're in Arizona. Now, I know Arizona, you guys don't change time, right? You stay the same all year round. But if I'm not mistaken, right now, you guys are an hour ahead of us until we change time and then we'll be on the same time. I'm not sure. Your name is a phobia of long words. Okay, so we're at the same time. Okay, so when we go ahead, you guys will still just stay the same. That's how it goes. Okay, so now we are at the same time. And oh, until we what do we do in the fall? We fall back. So when we fall back, you would still be then that's when you would be an hour ahead. Got it, got it, got it. But yes, you know, like I was saying, I feel that if Drake was winning, this lawsuit would have not happened. I think the fact that he was losing and that everyone crowned Kendrick the winner. I mean, there was some Drake fans who were holding out for hope, but you know, fans of music were too loud, and he just lost. Yes, I am from the States, Todescu. Gma Money Getter, what do you think about the about this? I feel like it's a crush. I think this is the nail in the coffin for Drake. Money getters, let me know. Do you think that this is the end of Drake? Can he move on from this? Do you think that after this loss, this is it for his career? What do you guys think? I feel like I feel like it's a major blow, and I feel like if Drake doesn't come out with a hit and soon, this will be the end. If he comes out with the end, the public, I mean, we forget so easily, but I feel like if he doesn't come out with a hit, it's over with. I feel like it will be over with. I feel like, and he hasn't been able to come out with a hit lately. But I also believe that if Kendrick doesn't follow up with hits similar to his last album, because his last album did really good. I feel like if Kendrick comes back out with some more of that Hotep stuff like he used to come out with before, uh, fans of music won't really listen, and his fans will listen. I think they both will keep their fans, but I think that their reach is going to be limited. If Kendrick missteps or if Drake missteps, that's going to be the deciding factor of who stays on top, in my opinion. That battle between Drake and Kendrick was very close. I gave the edge to Kendrick, but not because of Not Like Us. I disagree, respectfully, BDBGP. I feel like it was never close. I feel like it was never close because I feel like Kendrick is more of a lyricist, and I feel like Drake is more of a hit maker. I don't feel like Kendrick ever had any I don't think that it was I think the only reason why fans called it close was because they were fans of Drake and they really wanted him to win. But the first one, Euphoria was immaculate. Okay, it was immaculate, and it crushed every song, even Not Like Us. um and that's just me being a hip hop fan. I feel like he just came so hard with the one 316 in LA. I was like, I wasn't really too much fun of that. And I also didn't like Family Matters. Was it Family Matters that Kendrick came out with? I wasn't really. Now, if they had ended on that note, note because of Kendrick's fans, I feel like he would have lost. But Kendrick played it so methodically. He just really, it's like he already had everything just decided, you know. And he came with something that people didn't expect him to come with. And he showed that I can come with uh, the lyrical tracks, and I can also come with the hits. Because people didn't think that Kendrick was going to come like that. They actually expected Drake to come with a track like a Not Like Us. Drake can come back, but he has to go back to his roots like how he did when he first came out. Yeah, he's definitely gonna have to bring a hit, in my opinion. You like Mr. Morale better? I like Count Me Out. Um, that's one of my favorite songs right now. I play it all the time. I love when you count me out. Um, he'll move on eventually. He's not as popular due to his own actions. He mainly went against his culture. Rap doesn't like for rappers to sue. Exactly. It's like the equivalent of snitching Tina Mo show. Because rap is mostly about being able to say what you want to say. Just like when NWA was out, they were able to give voice to the culture. And that's what rap is all about. It's being able to say whatever you want freely. Whether it's about women, whether it's about men, it's about being able to express yourself lyrically. And for Drake to come out with this, that just goes against everything that hip hop stands for. He was trying to single handedly take down hip hop. Hip hop is not pop. It's not about a popularity contest. It's about being able to say what you have to say and speak your mind in the most profound way. Meet the Grounds was the dagger. The song hurt you. I mean, it was cool, but I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I didn't like this. I didn't like Meet the Gram sonically. I understand what you mean by what he said. The part when he said, "Dear," he spoke specifically to everyone in his family. But for me, I just didn't like it sonically. Just like I didn't like what was Drake's song before that one, where he was when he had the Mad City good kid van. I didn't like that song either. I didn't like it sonically. I think the one I liked by Drake best was Push Ups, and I liked Euphoria from Kendrick the best in this battle. Y'all ever hear this song so good that makes you feel some type of way? Yeah, that was when I heard Euphoria. I remember I was coming out the mall, and I was sitting in the car waiting for my daughter because I think she was getting food, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go, because we had already been all through the mall, and so I went to sit in my car, and I probably was scrolling, and I did a reaction to it as well. I posted it on Instagram. I'm not sure. I think I may have posted it on here in a short like last year. But I listened to it and I was just like, this is exactly from the way that Euphoria came on, just how he transitioned and all of that. I expected Kendrick to come exactly how he came because, I've been a fan of Kendrick for many years. He came since his first mixtape that I heard in 2012, which ironically featured Drake on Poetic Justice. I've been a fan of that wasn't his first mixtape though, but I've been a fan of Kendrick for years, and so I just always felt like for this generation, Kendrick was him. Kendrick has been him before this battle. I felt like Kendrick was him. We always have that one. For the 90s, for me, it was Biggie. I know a lot of people say Tupac, but for me, it's Biggie. I don't know if you guys can see my shirt that I have on, but I have Biggie on. I don't know if you can see it. Let me leave it like it is, but it says Notorious. I usually either wear a Tupac or a Biggie shirt. I'm a big fan of hip hop. I came up with the genre. I'm born in the 70s, so there's that. Right, Tina Mo show. It proves that he is not like us. Yes. I'm gonna listen. See, now Drake, now I have to go back and listen to Euphoria. And I wasn't even thinking about that. And because my ex, he passed away, my ex-husband, he passed away in 2022, but he was a rapper and a huge fan of hip hop, a huge fan of Drake, and then once Kendrick came along, a huge fan of Kendrick. Our children was like, if Dad was alive, I wonder whose side he would have been on. But I know he would have been a huge fan of this beat, and so I say all that to say that after he passed away, I didn't listen to rap a lot because he listened to rap all the time. Like I literally could not listen to what I wanted to listen to. He always, if we were driving somewhere, it was always hip hop all day long, all the time. So when he passed away, I didn't listen to anything. But when this beef came along, I started listening to rap again, and I listened to Kendrick's last album like every day for 6 months, and my kids got tired of it. I know, I know GNX front to back, like every lyric, except for Gloria and one other song that I didn't really like that much. But I love that album. It was a good album. It was a good comeback after the battle. It was right on time. Hey, Juicy. How you doing? You know what? All right, bye, Donna Mick. We're not doing that today. How are you doing today, Daily Sits with Jazzy J? Thanks for tuning in. We are discussing the the dismissal of Drake's lawsuit against UMG. He out of there. He's out of there. Uh, you're good. I'm doing good. Really doing good, actually. I'm doing good even when I'm not doing good, or at least I try to be. Right? Life is good. Honestly, life is really good. You know. But yeah. So what do you guys have going on for the rest of the day? Who's going live later on today so I can come support you? Um, I love supporting you guys. Let me see. Did I read the? And if you guys want to read the opinion and order from the judge herself, it's available on Twitter. All you have to do is really Google it. Um, Drake Drake's case against UMG dismissed, and you can find it there. Also, TMZ, they don't have the order on their page, but they do have the dismissal. They do have an article about that. And yeah, it is what it is, Drake. It is what it is. They asked Drake for a response, and I'm gonna go over to Drake's Twitter and see if he responded. Do you guys think Drake will uh, have anything to say? UMG already said something. They already gave a what's the word I want to use? Okay. Okay. Yeah, he didn't say anything on here. He hasn't said anything on Twitter or Instagram, it looks like. And usually by now he would have posted something. Do you guys think he will react to this court decision? I mean, I wouldn't. Like I said, I would just let it go at this point. Anything that he says or does now is just like it's like self sabotage. What do you think, Jazzy? Did you hear about Drake's lawsuit with against his record label? What is it, UMG? Do you feel like the judge made the right call in dismissing his case, or do you feel like this is unfair? He was suing UMG for allowing Kendrick to make the "Not Like Us" track. He feels like, well, in his lawsuit, it basically said that it was defamatory, it was not true, and that UMG promoted the song knowing that it was not true. But UMG fought, they fought back against Kendrick and said, listen, I mean, against Drake and said, listen, you said defamatory things against Kendrick too, and this is a rap battle. How we promoted your music too, but Kendrick, Drake said that what happened was UMG, they used bots to promote the song, and that they paid to specifically promote the song knowing that it was defamatory. And UMG said, listen, we didn't have to pay for it. And in my opinion, I listened to Not Like Us like a million times the first day I heard it. All of the blogs were talking about it, all of the big podcasters were talking about it on YouTube, but Drake was like, no, they paid money for this to be promoted. And everyone was like, well, they did the same thing for you too, so what's the difference? Why is it a problem when they do it for Kendrick and not a problem when they do it for you? You heard about it briefly, but you don't remember? Yes. So basically, after Kendrick won the rap beef, most fans of hip hop says that, or they opine that Kendrick won. Kendrick sued his record label. Now UMG is they have both Kendrick and Drake on their roster. And so Drake, because he lost the battle, and he says that they did it, they promoted the song because they didn't want to renegotiate. And they wanted to basically use the rap battle to diminish his standing so that they didn't have to pay him as much. So, right. He's definitely in his feelings. And in my opinion, he's actually making things worse for himself. I mean, rappers rap. Rappers rap. Rappers engage in rap beef. Um, you don't see the girls doing that right now, at least not yet. Look at how Nicki attacked um, Megan in her because they kicked it off. They kicked the rap beefs off last year. Megan threw shots at Nicki, and then Nicki came back and even attacked her mother, who has passed away. So there was a lot of rap beefs last year, and nobody else sued. Nobody, some people lost, some people, it was a wash, but nobody sued. So I don't know. It just made Drake look like a sucker, really. So I hope this is all over with, and I hope that Drake can just move on from this and just really focus on making the hits that he's known for. I mean, I don't really care how he does from here on out. I'm a fan of Kendrick, but at the same time, if he can get a win, he can get a win. Nobody hates Drake. Nobody is like, we don't want Drake to make music anymore. I mean, is anybody feeling like that? Like the world would be okay not to hear from Drake anymore? I don't like seeing that. Like I didn't like seeing it when it was Ja Rule and 50 Cent, and Ja Rule. I mean, it was just like he was a laughing stock of hip hop. I don't like that. I don't like when battles happen and then one person loses to the level of never being able to make music again. You like both of them? Let me see. I'm sorry. Uh, you like them both? Yeah, he lost. That is why he mad. You like them both? Um, you know, I'm not really a big fan of Drake's music. Some songs he has that I like and that I would listen to, but I'm going to listen to Kendrick before I would listen to Drake. I'm just like the type of I'm a casual rap listener, but if it's a good rap album, then I'm going to listen to it just like I would R&B. I prefer to listen to R&B, and then I will listen to rap when it's a really good album, and I will listen to the whole album at that point. But just like I listened to, like I said, Kendrick's album a lot last year. And if Drake came out with a good album and it was legit good and it sounded sonically pleasing to my ears, I am going to listen to it. I am a fan of music, first of all. I think I like him more when he first came out. I don't really do his new stuff. I thought Drake, he was preppy and he was a little bit different than what we were used to in hip hop. And I felt like he was the antithesis of what hip hop was about at the time. So he wasn't your typical rapper, but he had this, I felt like when he first came out, I liked a lot of his music. He even had a different sound at that time. He sounds a lot different than when he first came out. But I like Drake. I thought he was a cutie pie a little bit. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I think my final thoughts on the subject, I feel like he's going to have to. I feel like his next album is going to be the final decision as to if he can move on with his rap career, because I feel like if he doesn't have a hit, and I mean like a major hit, like a number one, I feel like if it's mediocre, if it's just top 20, like his last few songs have been, because Drake has been putting out music all summer long. He's been putting the music out, but it hasn't been really doing anything. Like nobody's really listening to it. Nobody's really talking about it. You know, usually when a big song comes out, you see people doing little TikToks to it. You see it trending, but nobody is watching or listening rather. Hmm. Yep. So it is what it is. Thank you guys for tuning in. Um, I got somewhere to be, I guess. Let me get ready for that. I've been running around all day. I guess I'll get around to editing these videos I have for you guys. I have some really fun stuff, different from what I've been doing in September. Um, so as soon as I get a chance to sit down and edit this stuff, I'm going to post it up. I have a lot of videos that I could just schedule out for the next few days. I'm going to try to do that. I think I'll probably just post them all up, and then you guys will watch. If you watch, if you don't, you don't. Tomorrow night, members only, only the members. I'm going to be doing like a members only live around 6 p.m. Um, you can email me at cdhoward at cdarrellhoward.com. I think that's the email. You can email me at that or message me at that email and let me know if you have any topics you want to discuss specifically, if you have any ideas, because I don't really have an idea for what I want to talk about with the members only just yet. So let me know if you guys have a special topic in mind, or else I will come up with something by then that will be really fun, really cutesy, and really just like, members only type shit. You know what I mean? Um, Thank you. Greetings from Russia. Barmatin Alexander. I think I said it right. Hi, how are you? So we're going to do that tomorrow at 6 p.m. If you guys are available, please tune in. Members only. If you're not a member, if you are not an official money getter, please join up, because we're going to be having so much fun in the members only group chats. Just letting you know, if you miss out, you miss out. Also, Saturday, we're going to be doing the Battle of the Sexes panel. Um, Let me know if you guys want to come up for that. If you want to join that panel, you can email me at the same email address, cdhoward at cdarrellhoward.com. It's on my profile. I think I'm saying it right. I don't know. It's a mouthful, but you don't have to remember it, or I don't have to spell it out for you in the chat. It's right there in my profile, and you can email me there to let me know if you would like to join the panel on Saturday. Battle of the Sexes, men versus female. Who loves the hardest? Okay, epic live. We're gonna have fun. It seems like we always have a lot of fun when we battle each other, the men versus women. We always have different takes on the subject, so it's cool to see how everyone thinks. Hey, Callie, what's good? You missed the live. You missed the live. I'm headed out now, but thank you guys for your support, and thank you guys for watching. If you made it in late like Callie, please watch the replay from the beginning. And if you're watching on the replay, please leave a comment. Let me know you stopped by. And you already know I'm going to reply to your messages. That's what's up, money getter. Put the money bags in the chizat. Thank you so much, M3. Such a great supporter. Thank you, Callie. I appreciate that. I hope you're driving safe, Callie. You guys have a great rest of your evening. See you guys later.